Hey guys!
Hey guys!
What's up, everyone?
Hey, gentlemen and ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dean Weiss here.
Hey!
Gentlemen
And ladies.
Dean Weiss.
back at it again with another Minecraft video.
And another rant about Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
I have no idea what to do next.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, to MogCast episode number, I don't even know where we're at anymore. It's the May episode. And today with me I have some very special guests. I managed to get Aliason, Skyward Wing, and your boy Ray Chase from 15. So go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys.
Hi, I'm Ray Chase.
And I'm Aliason.
I guess I'm okay. I'm Sky.
So how does it
This
feel?
guy does Minecraft.
Oh no!
I
Trying
hope
to tie it all
not.
back together. Sky doesn't even do Kingdom Hearts anymore. That's the point we've gotten to.
All right.
No, so in all seriousness, this is the May MogCast episode, and today I have a guest that's been, I believe, how many MogCast episodes have you been in, Nick? Just one?
Yeah, just the one.
Okay, so Nick Plannerwalk is back, and I've got two new guests, one that has been in the older MogCast episodes, and then a newer guest, so go introduce yourselves, whichever
Hi.
one you do.
Okay. My name is Jake, and I have the sexiest Crimson Chin alive.
You can't deny that.
Hi, I'm EsoStorm Gamer 558, and you might have seen me in some of Dean's older streams.
Not the new ones, because Kingdom Hearts is trash.
And I'm playing a
You're
war.
Paul? Oh,
And
the world's fastest Indian rider. That sounded wrong the way that I said it. No.
That's immediately what we're going to roll into
Oh no.
right now.
Let's roll into those Avengers spoilers. So, thoughts?
I haven't seen the movie yet.
I'm kidding.
I hate the
kidding.
I hate the part where Stanley gets
Murdered.
yeah.
Murdered.
They kill off.
I really like the part where Batman shows up.
Yeah, that was really unexpected. But what isn't owned by Disney nowadays? I mean, am I right?
Disney
Well,
owns
I don't know.
everything.
They still have yet to get their hands on Star Wars.
Right, that's the one last
Yeah.
major franchise that they got. So speaking of things that are totally related to Final Fantasy 15, let's talk about Kingdom Hearts.
Yay! This is kind of my forte.
Is it? What are your thoughts on the Kingdom Hearts chase? It was an event, right?
Yeah, it was called the Dandelion meeting,
Right.
which is in reference to the Dandelion group that Fortella Ava is getting together in Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, whatever you want to call it. So basically, all that was said and done was, they had all these people dressed up in Toy Story characters. And it was more of a collaboration.
No, let me stop.
And it was more of a collaboration between Toy Story and Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. But the main news thing that was said was that the newest and next world that's going to be in Unchained Key, a character from that world will be a summon in Kingdom Hearts 3. So that's kind of where the fan base, community, whatever, is in right now. Trying to.
So they're deconfirming worlds is what I took away from that. Because if they reveal like Moana as she's already in the game, right?
Yeah, she's a medal, which is the equivalent of like Chain of Memories cards.
So whoever they announce, let's say they announce like, I don't know, anybody. Pick a character, Iso.
I don't know. I don't play Kingdom Hearts, so I
Pick a
guess.
Disney character.
A Disney character, yeah.
Okay. Mufasa from Lion King.
I don't think he's been in it yet, but yeah. So like, let's say they pick Mufasa. That's basically confirming that there's not going to be a Lion King world in Kingdom Hearts 3 because they said it'll just be a summon. So unless they're doing the trick us, it's like a double.
The new world for Kingdom Hearts Key is apparently going to be an all-new world for the Kingdom Hearts series as a whole. So it hasn't been in any of the previous games. So therefore it's going to... Well, unless it's... Well, no, because Lilo and Stitch wasn't birthed by sleep. But
Yeah.
I guess unless they do like Chicken
count-
Little or something.
Well, what I was
It's
thinking
very
is
odd parents.
yeah, the Crimson Chin.
Jake is just an average kid who no one understands. I don't know you.
It's Xehanort always trying to get the darkness or something.
And all he does is demand. I don't know.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2.
The world for
Union
Key.
Cross.
I actually have a friend that went to the event and
Lucky.
who is also going to go to the Kingdom Hearts 3, whatever they're calling it. I'm going to call it Invitational. I know it's a Smash thing, but the Kingdom Hearts 3 Invitational, where they, out of the whole world, they chose to invite, 7 people? 6 people? Something like that?
I think it's 7, so then they can kind of line it up with the 7 Seekers of Light, or whatever you want to call it, but I don't know for sure.
Can you explain to me what you're talking about?
So they are going to have... So one day, out of nowhere, all the Kingdom Hearts YouTubers just started tweeting, hey, we're going to get to play Kingdom Hearts 3. Can't really say much about it, but we will. And that's it. And
so they're letting them play like a demo?
I think they're going to go somewhere. I mean, I guess I could ask him, but
it's probably early access. Like, they'll get to play the first world all the way through that, or they'll just get an early copy.
Like, if they get to play, KH3, then they're probably going to play, a playable demo.
I thought that they were gonna go somewhere and just get to play it there, and then they would get to report on it. I didn't read too much on it. I guess I could just ask my friend. So yeah, the thing is, my friend got invited. He was one of the 7 people in the whole fucking world, and I didn't get invited. And I'm not fucking jealous at all. What are you talking about? I hate Kingdom Hearts.
Well, probably because they see your rants.
Well, here's the thing, Dean. If you do get invited to it, the number one thing that you would have loved to have done, and I think you've said this before, is to turn it down.
Because I would be the scum of the Kingdom Hearts community. They'd be like, "You got invited," and I'd be like, and I turned it down. Everybody would hate me.
Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, it would have been cool to go. Don't tell anyone. I'm trying to convince him to take me as his cameraman. He might not even know this himself yet, but it is.
All you gotta do is just have at least 400 people tweet Square Enix about it, and then you're good.
Apparently, right? Hashtag Square Be Fair, just for me.
Just for Dean.
Square Be Fair.
The gamers joint get invited or something like that.
Yeah, all those Kingdom Hearts YouTubers.
But yeah, back to I guess more onto the Kingdom Hearts Key news. It's the world from Kingdom Hearts Key is said to be an all new world for the Kingdom Hearts series, and that a character from that world will be a summon or link, I guess is what it's called, in Kingdom Hearts 3. Now they didn't say that it's going to be a character exclusive to that world, like using the Lion King example. They didn't say, oh yes, it's going to be a character from Lion King. It would just be a character that appears in that world. So I guess you could kind of you could kind of parallel it to how Traverse Town is used in Dream Drop Distance, how you have Traverse Town, but then you have the world ends with you characters.
It's just going to be a Final Fantasy character. It's going to be Zack.
Shows up in that world.
Although in Union Cross, they do have Daybreak Town, which I don't believe appears anywhere else in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But will there be any FF characters in Kingdom Hearts 3, like what they did with Kingdom Hearts 2 and whatnot?
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's a huge kind of conspiracy theory, because for all the trailers we've gotten, we've not heard anything or seen anything Final Fantasy related. So it's kind of leaving fans scratching their head.
No, to be fair, we haven't even seen much of what they have revealed. 3 years ago, was it that we saw Big Hero 6, the one picture, and
2015,
that's all we've gotten.
And that's all we've gotten. We've gotten Olympus shoved down our throat.
Oh yeah, I mean, duh. The one that has been in Kingdom Hearts since the literal first game. It was actually one of the first 2 worlds that you can go to, because everybody wants to see that.
Yeah. They've I think Olympus, Halloween Town, and Agrabah are the 3 main veteran worlds.
Olympus, Halloween Town, and Agrabah.
They've been in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
And 100 Acre Woods, but I think that's getting replaced with... oh yeah, that's another thing we could talk about. The, whatchamacallit? The
mini games? Well, yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. But I think, real quick, Coliseum is the one that's been in the most games, because it was in all of them except for Dream Drop. So I want to say that's the actual most popular one.
Agrabah and Halloween Town weren't in Birth by Sleep. Olympus was.
Yeah.
But can I just say something really quick?
What's up?
In Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, fuck Agrabah.
Yeah.
Is it that bad?
I haven't played a whole lot of it myself, but what I have heard is that it's extremely difficult, because there's this quest where you have to catch Abu or help him or something, and you have to complete the quest in order to go through the story, I think, and it's extremely long and difficult, and it's overall stupid. I don't even think it's the quest itself. I think it just ended like a couple months ago.
Well,
like they finally released the thing for it. I don't know for sure.
The quest, right, isn't all that difficult in and of itself, because it shows you where the target is, right? However, the objectives that it gives you to complete during it are motherfucking pain. Because what happens is, as you're going through the desert, there's 9 different areas to the desert, right? And sometimes enemies can be hidden, and one of the objectives is usually defeat all enemies within 1 turn.
Oh, jeez.
So some of the enemies can be hidden. There's a whole lot of large areas. There's 9 of them. And
You're gonna need
that's what I don't like about Key or Union Cross or whatever. It's like there's just a lot of padding, because like what does that have to do with anything? It's just Agrabah, and like that's like 90% of the game, just random Disney stuff that isn't even interesting for like maybe 3 minutes of story every 4 months or something.
I think it's Key. The whole plot of Key, I think, is kind of like not necessarily tossed under the bus, but they do. Crap, what's that movie called? What's the movie?
The world's fastest Indian.
Yeah, that movie. At the end of it, everything's just a dream. What movie? It's not the. I don't want to. Okay.
The Platinum demo.
Like Pokemon Platinum?
No, the Final Fantasy 15 Platinum demo.
Oh, I didn't know that Pokemon Platinum had a demo.
Final Fantasy 15
I know.
Platinum demo. Okay.
Wait, are you talking about Final Fantasy X, where it's all just a dream?
Well, Tidus is a dream. It should have been in 15, because like the main theme is Somnus, which is sleep, and the goddess in the logo is sleeping, and the opening lyrics to Somnus are Deus Dormit, which means God sleeps, and the name of the city is Insomnia, which means sleeplessness. But it had nothing to do with fucking dreams. What the hell?
I wish Kingdom Hearts would stay away from dreams.
Well, dream drop distance.
I really
sleep.
But real quick, just to I guess close up on Kingdom Hearts, because we don't want to make the whole video on it. Apparently fucking Game & Watch for some reason.
I don't like the Twilight Trio's new outfits.
I was about to say, Nomura's descent into plaidness. It continues.
The only one I'm really okay with is Pence. I mean, I don't hate them, but I think it just would have been better to keep their original outfits.
To be fair, oh no, wait, you said Pence. I got him confused with Hayner, because I was going to say Hayner's would be an upgrade, because he's literally the same outfit, just switch green camo to red plaid. It is the same thing. And they're all wearing red too. That's like so like ununique, because like in the previous game, like Hayner was green and Pence was red and Olette was orange.
Yeah,
and now they're all just red. Like,
did they all get that? Oh wait, okay. You know the trophy in Kingdom Hearts 2 that you get for the struggle thing?
I guess.
Did they get the orbs that resembled their like clothes color pattern?
I don't know. Well, the only one that you fight in that is Hayner.
Hayner, yeah, but you give the trophy orbs or whatever you want to
call it. Okay. So, I think Olette got yellow and Pence got red and Hayner got green. And Roxas got blue, which doesn't match him. I guess it matches his eyes, but that's really it. I think so. I don't remember, honestly. But anyways, they got new outfits. Game & Watch is going to be a thing. Honestly, really. I think, and I can almost guarantee you that they're going to have some kind of tie-in. Either you're going to be able to, like just on the Square Enix store, buy, like, this fucking little pad that plays all the games like a real Game & Watch, or they're going to make an app out of it that has all the games, or something. Because there's no way that they just added that just for it. But where's the Switch port?
That's pretty much what it is. I mean, first Breath of the Wild did it with the little thing that you get at the beginning of the game, and now Kingdom Hearts is like, yep, we got our own tablet.
Pretty much.
But instead of a Switch, it's the Visa or Vista, whatever the next PlayStation thing's going to be.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I think what they said was that you're going to be able to like collect the minigames or something.
Yeah. They kind of drop like the torn pages from what I've gathered.
And so it's kind of like the Fallout thing with the 8-bit games on the whatever thing.
I don't know what Fallout did.
Well, I know that there was like you could play Donkey Kong on it. But like cool. it was like green and black, like Matrix thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like a mod or something like that.
No, well I don't think it was a mod. It was official, but it was like a Donkey Kong ripoff. Like it wasn't obviously the real Donkey Kong, but it was like you get that it's Donkey Kong, and like I think they had a few like that. if I'm not mistaken. I could just be talking out my ass. I have not played Fallout 4. Let's stick to Square Enix, what I know. So, thoughts on the Switch? No, let me stop.
I was about to say, what's on the
haven't bought
Switch?
a Switch.
The new president for Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
The temporary president got booted. He lasted a lot longer than people expected him to be.
I think at some point people just kind of forgot. Like, I didn't forget because when they announced it, I was like, yeah, I mean, say it, but like I just kind of assumed that like they went back on that because it was a long time, like 3 years. Was it? Damn, it was 3 years because it was summer 2015.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
I was because I mean, yeah, he lasted a lot longer than people were expecting. So I just kind of put it at the back of my head of like, yeah, well, he's going to be the president for however many years.
Mm-hmm.
And then, nope. Okay.
I didn't even know he was supposed to be temporary.
Rip.
Yeah, I think they said like when Iwata passed away, they were like, we're just getting someone for now, and I think they said that they were gonna replace him eventually. I don't remember all the details. It was a while ago. It was 3 years, like I said. I guess we'll see. That really has nothing to do with what this podcast is about. So back to the important topic at hand. Nick, you had a dream.
Oh yeah, I had a dream which I was getting driving lessons, and
Go on.
the car that I had, for some reason I thought it was a car, but it was basically an Indian motorcycle.
Wow.
And like, before it actually looked somewhat decent, but someone had painted over it with like this really childish looking cartoon thing.
So somebody graffitied your Indian bike. Oh my god. Can we like get editing? Can we put the bike on top of the screen?
So what you're saying is that somebody...
Oh god.
No, I'm gonna cut that out.
Wow.
Jeez.
Can we get a bloopers episode?
Oh, I don't want the clip of me saying that online.
I do.
It's just gonna be censored. The whole thing's gonna be censored. We had back when we did the Materia podcast for like 3 months, we had an episode where we censored every single curse word individually, and then somebody purposely went and looked up the world's longest insult, and it lasted like 2 minutes straight, and I censored every word individually. So like it would just be like random, like every 2 words or so, you just hear like a random word, and then he just keeps screaming until the very end.
I had a friend in a video of mine a couple years ago who kept on swearing, and at that time I was more like PG. I'm now more PG-13, but he just kept on swearing. Yeah, I know. I've moved up. I really have. But so he kept on swearing. So what I did is I took the Mario coin sound and I put it on every time he would swear, and it was just hilarious because he sounded like an 8-year-old kid.
It sounded like he was getting all the fucking coins. It sounded like Super New Super Mario Bros. 2 over here. So, I guess to move on to the next topic, I know we fucking talk about Dissidia every single MogCast for like 5 minutes, and we always say the same thing, I feel.
I haven't played it in months.
Yeah, I haven't played it well, I actually can't play it, so I guess I'll tell this story. I was, before we get into that, I was watching YouTube on my PS4 because that's the main place where I watch YouTube. And then I got like one of those notices that's like, oh, the application is going to close in 15 minutes because of whatever bullshit. I was like, oh, God, whatever. So it closes, and then apparently I was logged out of PSN. So I thought it was like it asking me to change my password like it does every 2 months because the PS4 is a piece of shit. And I went to try to log in, and it was like, oh, you have either closed your account or you've been banned.
Oh,
and I go to my PC and try to log in, and it's the same thing. It's you've either been locked out or you've been banned. And I check my email, and apparently, like at 6 a.m. that same day, somebody had made a child account on my PSN. And they used my card to buy a 1-month subscription to PS Plus and FIFA 2018.
God
Lord.
So,
Your worst nightmare.
Of course, FIFA of all things.
A fucking EA, man. They're the devil. It's their fault.
Would you like to open the game? Hey.
Driving kids to steal accounts. Someone from California. That's all I know. They're from California. Anyways,
But the guy's working for EA.
It was actually to try and rack up sales because they can't. Nobody buys the game. So basically, go ahead.
Well, I have heard of someone whose Xbox account was hacked, and basically the person that hacked the account was buying a whole lot of FIFA stuff.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
FIFA fans, man,
Why?
I'm telling you, be weary. No, but so
Why?
basically, like, I was like, I have to two things. I have to call PlayStation. I have to call the bank so that I can get the money. But me being an idiot, I was like, I'll call the bank first because that's more important. So I thought I fucking call the bank and like they tell me, okay, yeah, sure, we'll give you the money back and we're gonna give you a new card, even though I don't like. The person didn't have my card. They could just buy stuff because it was like tied to the PSN, but they couldn't like go and use it on like Amazon. But I was okay, whatever. They'll send me a new card, and in the meantime, I can't use it, so I can't buy fucking Vane for Dissidia, which is the next thing that I wanted to talk about. But we'll get to that. Then I called PlayStation, and they're like, "Oh yeah, so we detected the fact that somebody had hacked into your account, so we were the ones who blocked it actually." And I thought that like the person had somehow blocked me from logging in, but no, it was PlayStation themselves. And they were like, "Oh yeah, we could easily delete it, and like we'll give you the money back." And I was like, I already called the bank to get my money back. And the guy was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I already called the bank." He was like, can you wait for a little bit?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And like
At this moment, Dean knew he messed up.
Like it was like maybe 7 minutes. Like every minute or so, he would come back and be like, "Hey, Dean, you still there?" Like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm just working on it. I'll be right back." I was like, "Okay, sure." And he finally comes back and he's like, "So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna process the thing to get the child account deleted. That's gonna be fine. Normally, what we would do is give you the money back to CR to get the money back from the thing. We're not gonna do that. Your account is gonna get unblocked on Monday." That's what he said. Monday. This was like back in maybe Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. And then he was like, "But because the bank is gonna take the money from the purchase, because of the way the system works, it's gonna auto ban your account again, and you're gonna have to call after that happens. You're gonna get an email that we removed the child account. You're gonna get your account back. They're gonna give you the money from the bank, ban your account, and you're gonna have to call again and explain this to somebody else, and basically get your account back that way." So that's why I haven't been able to stream. Or I can't even buy Vane if I want it. Well, first of all, I can't use any online features. The PS4 is so useless without PSN. You can't open up YouTube, can't play any of your DLC or downloaded games. And then obviously I can't buy Vane because the card that I had was canceled. So
you done goofed.
Yeah. To be fair, it wasn't my fault that I got fucking.
You still done
My
goofed.
family.
Maybe I should have listened to PlayStation when they told me to change my password all those fucking months.
Probably.
A couple.
Because literally what I'll do is like I will it'll be like change your password and I'll be like, okay, and I try to put my same password and it's like you can't put the same password. So I'll be like, all right, change my password, all caps. Fuck you, PlayStation, and then and like 3 seconds later, change it back to the same thing that it was already before. So
Change your password, just don't change it to mock us.
So that's basically a hack.
All.
yeah.
So what's the moral of this story?
Don't play Dissidia.
I'm
I
alright.
think the moral of the story may be that PSN sucks. Last week,
that is another moral. Yes.
Last week, my apparently in major quotations, my family's PSN was quote unquote hacked. Turns out my little brother spent $50 in Fortnite.
What?
Yeah,
Of course it's Fortnite.
I know. I'm just sitting here shaking my head. Well, how on earth are you going to pay me back for all those Lego sets that you bribed me through?
Lego sets.
Lego sets.
And that's a good enough reason to put Fortnite in the tags. Thank you.
You're very welcome. 5 minutes later, 10,000 views.
No.
Oh, it should be more like
Something-
5 minutes later.
5 minutes later.
I suck at accents. All my accents make me seem like I'm racist.
What's going to happen is you're going to have you're not going to get all those views because a whole lot of people are just going to look at it and be like, what's Final Fantasy?
Go comment, clickbait.
Clickbait. Yeah.
Clickbait confirmed.
On the thumbnail, like and,
Put the Fortnite.
yeah, and like the picture of that for Fortnite podcast.
Oh god.
The broadcast.
Fordcast.
Yes.
Forecast.
I'm out.
No. Wait, so I'm assuming that nobody has actually played Vane.
Considering I don't have Dissidia, no.
I do not
You
have
don't-
the city as well because I'm waiting for it to go on sale.
Bro, you're gonna be waiting for 4 years, man. I've already talked about this on like So, like I say, I bring this up every fucking MogCast episode, but like they want to release 50 characters, so that's like they're missing like 20, and they're only releasing 6 per season pass, so that's going to take like 5 years for them to finish.
There's only 30 available characters?
I think so. There's like
Dude,
30.
There's no point in playing Dissidia, especially after you play Smash 4.
There's 30, and
60
they
characters.
want to get to 50, and this first season pass is only 6 characters, and it's going to extend all the way to the beginning of 2019. So that's about 1 season pass
Just like
per
season
year.
2 for Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, pretty much. Except we're going to get content throughout, like 1 character every couple months, not all of them at the same time. Which I guess we could actually go into that because we haven't spoke. I don't think we've spoken about that since the last Modcast because it was announced this month. So thoughts on 15 season 2?
I'm interested in it, like episode Arden. Everyone wants that.
I think the character selection was strange.
Aranea was weird.
Yeah, because she was already. I mean, she wasn't really a character like Luna or Arden or the
But
boys.
they labeled her as an extra episode or something like that.
I'm assuming that what they were doing is they had the other 3 episodes ready, and they were waiting to see what character fans wanted an episode out of, and then that's why they chose her, and they made like a mini episode because she was the most popular character that people were asking for, other than Arden and Luna, but they were already working on that, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And I also found it weird because she was already like a party member in episode Prompto. So like we didn't get ones for Core or Ravis or Iris at all, but whatever.
Probably
and then,
for Aranea, her episode's probably just gonna be linear experience and probably won't be as big as the others. Probably be as big as Gladio's DLC.
So right here it says, a side story about the Star Scourge depicted from the Niflheim's perspective. The final day of the Empire turns out to be Aranea's worst day. So this is going to take place like right before Noctis goes to sleep. Yeah, from the perspective. That's kind of interesting though, because episode Prompto takes place like into the beginning of chapter 13. So are we gonna like see what she does like right after episode Prompto, like right after she leaves? That's where this picks up.
Yeah, I guess could be. Who knows?
I guess we'll see.
I haven't played any of the Brothers episodes. I played all through 15 and I beat it. I just didn't get any of the DLC or the season pass or anything like that. So I don't know anything about.
Wait for the Super Royal Edition or whatever.
I should probably
they
get
have
the Royal DLC. Is that how much does that cost?
I think it's
$15 pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know how much.
I actually just got it this past Sunday.
What do you think?
I like the additions. I really like Armiger Unleashed.
Yeah, the Armiger is probably the best part. That and the
Expanded
new bosses.
Insomnia.
Well, yeah, just Insomnia in general. One thing I don't like about it, the new like Ultra Boss or whatever it's called, Omega. What the fuck is that? That's like.
It's like a FF5 reference.
No, but I mean, like, the boss is so bad. It takes, like, it's like Adamantoise, but worse. Because, like, it does basically, like, no damage if you, like, and because he's got, like, a very few attacks. So if you know how to dodge them, like, you're good.
I've seen someone on YouTube was able to beat Omega in, like, 5 minutes.
Of course, people fucking beat it in 5 minutes. It's like when you go into Piteos and it takes you, like, 7 hours, and it's like, oh, well, this guy beat it in 3 minutes. Yeah, okay, fuck you.
Because they like used like a exploit or something.
Yeah, it'd be cool if you could beat it legit in that long. No, yeah, but like I've been doing like the FF12 thing where like you go in, you fight him for like half an hour, and then you leave, and like in a couple days you come back, fight him for like half an hour, and then leave. It's like the reward for. Do you know? Like, does anyone know what you get from that?
No idea. But can't you just use the Ring of the Lucii on it?
Omega?
Probably not.
No, you're not allowed to use the ring on Omega.
Oh, okay.
That'd be weird.
Because on Adamantoise, I basically used that. Though I didn't know how to use the ultimate make him disappear into the void thing.
I think they only added that after they fixed the rings, and I beat Adamantoise before that, so I didn't. I actually had a race with Ali to see who could beat him faster, and he beat him faster because he had those daggers, the really good ones. I forget their name.
Like I tried to do Adamantoise like after they fixed the ring. Like I tried to like use the ring, but I kept failing with the ring, so I'm like, screw it, I'm just going to use my normal weapons.
Yeah, and it took a while, but it seems like Omega takes longer. Like, I don't know. I wish that the bosses didn't have so much help. That seems like really shitty. Because like Kingdom Hearts 2, like optional bosses, they're like hard. And they don't have like a shit ton of help. I mean, they do, but like you feel like intense throughout the whole fight. Whereas with this, it's like, all right, yeah, whatever. I'm just doing a little bit of damage. Maybe I'll come back and finish it later. Like, you don't care.
Like grindy?
Yeah, it feels like you're grinding, literally grinding to beat a boss. It's kind of lame, it's such a shame because when you compare that to the what are they called, the Kings of Yore? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, the Kings of Yore.
And I actually can't speak. I can't speak for Cerberus because I didn't go back and do that. I saved after that, but. Yeah, like from the looks of it, that and like the other 3 boss fight, those are great. Like it's weird, but whatever. I guess their idea of a super hard optional boss is just give it more health.
Yeah, that is annoying when they just do that for an optional boss.
Pretty much. But so back on the season 2 thing, episode Noctis for some reason.
Apparently, it's going to lead to like a happy ending, alternate happy ending.
Yeah, this looks like the fucking most fan service shit that I've ever seen in my life. You guys saw the picture, right?
Ask, is season 2...
Like, I seen the picture.
Is season 2 like a parallel? Like, is it kind of like how Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are to Pokemon Sun and Moon? To where, like, it's just different events? Or does season 2 take place after Final Fantasy 15? Okay,
well, I think episode Luna is probably going to take place either right before the game or during the beginning. I think. Well, actually, let me read the description real quick. Because RNA has said some stuff on that. Okay, so episode Luna is... The story is about Luna's fate, which not even death can free her from. Her battle to save the one she loves overturns the destiny dealt to the Lucian King. So that doesn't really say anything. But yeah, I'm assuming that it would probably take place around the time. Episode Arden, the description is the story portrays the struggles of Arden, witness the resentment he harbored towards Lucis for 2,000 years, and his clashes with the Astrals. So I think this is going to take place 2,000 years ago. And like show his origins,
all right,
and all that stuff, which is what everybody wanted to see from episode Arden. And then the Noctis one says, parting ways with the Astrals, Noctis embarks on his final battle in order to attain the ideal future for all his people, which doesn't really say much, but it was all paired with this picture.
Alternate ending confirmed.
Yeah, I put it in the Discord server and I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, it's the most fan servicey bullshit ever. There's like the 4 guys and Arden just chilling, and there's a baby.
Also Luna.
Yeah, well, Noctis is not here, funny enough, but there's like a little
Actually, Noctis is there.
Is that supposed to be Noctis?
Noctis is like right beside Prompto.
If that's not, yo, I could have sworn that was Regis. Holy shit.
If that was Regis, then the little boy would have had to have been Noctis. But then why would the 3 other dudes be as old as they are?
Yeah, and then there's another little girl. So those are like Noctis and Luna's kids.
Yeah,
which
that's what I'm thinking.
Doesn't make sense that... Yeah, right? It looks like Uncle Arden. This guy's just over there. Like, but like, I feel like if they had kids, they would look a lot more similar to each other, not to their parents. Because like that literally looks like a mini Noctis and a mini Luna.
Yeah,
that's like like Lady and the Tramp level. That's not how that works.
They should have like just switched the hair colors. Like let the boy that looks like Noct have blonde hair. And the girl that looks like Luna has black hair.
It doesn't help that they're wearing the exact same outfits, like exact same.
Yeah.
Black hood and shorts and white dress.
I don't think they figured out genetics, how it works.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong.
They cloned them.
Oh, just like Prompto. Oh, they used the science from Versteel. I was gonna say, correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't look like Ignis is blind too. So
happy ending for everyone, apparently.
Except Regis. He's doomed to fucking die.
But Gladio's face.
Huh? he doesn't like dogs, you see.
He's allergic.
He's allergic.
Now.
There's like a dialogue thing that can happen in 15 where like you're walking around and someone just randomly sneezes and then he's like, "Oh, bless you." Like that's the most random thing ever. Like
really?
Yeah, you just be running around the overworld. You're just bless you, and that's it. Like
that's the thing that I love about Final Fantasy 15, though. You know, when it comes to because one person will just say something randomly as you're walking around, and then they'll have a bit of dialogue around it, and that's one thing I praise it for when playing the episode Disguise.
Mm-hmm. Only downside is when they like the dialogue plays too fast and they talk over each other, which happens quite a bit. It's like that kind of stuff is supposed to happen here. not in the game.
Here is in MogCast or Fortcast, excuse me.
Fortcast, yes.
Fortcast.
New name. I should actually like scratch out the Mog and put Fort. No, I shouldn't. Should I? I mean, April Fool's already happened.
I think if you just put the Fortnite main character or the logo somehow on the thumbnail too, then that'll suffice.
Hidden like in the very like corner.
Yes.
Just replace the Moogle's face with like the meteor,
with a shovel or a pickaxe or something. I don't know.
Something.
You're going to have a whole lot of people that aren't into Fortnite going, oh god, Dean finally sells out.
No. I actually deleted the game.
Dean has turned to the dark side.
Oh, he's had it, though. He just admitted that he's had it.
Oh, I downloaded it to be on Nick's stream exclusively.
Oh, okay.
And someone else's stream.
And Sam's stream, which Nick was also in, so... Yeah.
I wouldn't be caught dead with the game.
Although, one of the things...
Go ahead.
One of the things I do have to say about Fortnite, this is one of the problems with it, is that it updates all the time.
Is that a problem?
Well, it's annoying when you're watching something like The Walking Dead and then it's like, Fortnite has finished downloading. I'm like, didn't
Every
you just
day.
finish downloading it yesterday?
Oh man, access to online. Wouldn't I like to have that?
Forever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. But
sometimes I'll get like random invitations to play Fortnite because it's on my account because my younger brother bought it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Wait, bought it? I thought it was free.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Or downloaded it.
Yeah.
But apparently,
Once in a while I'll get like random invites. I have to give them a message saying, I do not play Fortnite. Stop inviting me.
But like you say it's free, but somehow spent fucking $50 on the game.
It wasn't me, I swear. It was just someone that I know.
Okay. But
My PSN account.
right, that just happens to have the same name as me on PSN.
Yeah.
And lives in the same place.
Actually, I think the PSN's under like my old YouTube name.
Is it? I don't know. I really... The reason why I want to get my PSN back is because I've got the same username on everything. But anyways, real quick, I guess I just wanted to... just final thoughts on like the season pass and what you guys are expecting or what you guys are hoping most, because this is basically like the last that we're ever going to get for 15 ever, which is kind of sad to think about, honestly, because that's always been like a constant.
One thing that I am hoping, and I've been hoping this for over a year now, and that is episode Kenny. We need this bit.
Yeah. Finally, someone's talking about the real news.
One more April Fool's Day before 15 ends. I swear, they have to do it, man. They have to do it. Even if it's like a 2-minute long bullshit. And you just go, even if it only lasts for the day. Like you downloaded it and it only lasts for the day. Please.
Like the Assassin's Festival.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
They have one last chance because it's coming out spring 2019, which it is kind of bullshit that we're not getting anything this year, basically. I mean, we did get the...
Well, Comrades.
Yeah, I was
apparently for 2018, it's just going to be Comrades stuff.
Yeah, we're getting
cool.
Update 1 in the summer, Update 2 in the winter. I don't know whether they're called 1 and 2. Update the Kingsglaive pack. But, oh well. So, I get So, while we're on the topic of 15, I also wanted to bring up Luminous Studio, which is a thing that Square Enix created. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
This is the first time I heard about this.
Really? Okay, so Square... Really? You guys did not hear about it at all?
I don't think so.
Okay, so Square made a...
Final Fantasy YouTubers that need to keep up with the latest Final Fantasy news.
I mean, I didn't even talk about it on my channel. I guess I did just keep up with news though. So basically, Square made a new studio, kind of like their what was it, Tokyo RPG Factory? I think they're the ones that made like Setsuna, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so they basically made a new division, not a business division, but like just a new studio within the company called Luminous Studio. I think it's Luminous Productions, actually. It has nothing to do with the Luminous engine. I have no idea why they named it that. It's really fucking confusing, but okay. And it's headed by Tabata. And they were posting a lot of like employee stuff. Basically, like the whole team is going to be new people, with the exception of Tabata as the head. So this is not replacing the 15 team, Business Division 2. The only thing is that Tabata is now not going to be the head of that. Instead, he's going to head this, which makes me wonder who is going to take over Business Division 2. Because, and I'm just saying, Nomura doesn't currently have a permanent team. I'm just saying.
That'll be Nomura.
Look, man, I don't know. All I'm saying is they worked on 15, which was originally Nomura. They focus on action RPGs, which is kind of Nomura's thing. They don't have a director, and Nomura doesn't have a team. I'm just saying.
So what's going to happen is Nomura's going to come in. He's going to go, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to actually create verses this time. And
no. Ironically enough,
verses will never happen.
Ironically enough, that's Business Division 2, but Business Division 1 is working on Nomura's FF7 remake, and Business Division 3 is working on Nomura's Kingdom Hearts 3. So, like, he's on both of those, but not on that one. Oh yeah, so basically Tabata's head of this new Luminous Productions, and they already said that they're not going to work on Final Fantasy games. So Tabata is basically deconfirms Type 0 or Type 1 forever, unless Tabata doesn't direct it, but guess we'll see.
YOLO.
Have you guys been... What's up?
There is a game that on mobile.
Oh, yeah. So, Nick, you mentioned that in the first MogCast episode, Final Fantasy Awakening, I think it was?
Yes, I think it was that.
And I was like, I don't know what that is. But then I remembered while I was editing it, and I do know what that is. That's like, it was originally going to be Final Fantasy Agito on the Vita, and then they changed it to Agito Plus on phones, and it just released in Australia and New Zealand. So it's not even out in like North America or Europe. It's really weird. I actually think, and you know, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the only places in the world where it's out is Australia, New Zealand, and China, which is really weird.
Not even Japan?
Not even Japan, yeah, last I heard. But yeah, basically it's like kind of what the original Agito 13 was supposed to be, because it was going to be a phone game before they moved it to PSP and then eventually PS4. So, yeah. But I mean, did you guys beat Type 0?
I played 2 to 6 hours in it and then dropped it because FF15 came out.
Yeah, there was like in the PS4 version they added an extra scene at the end where Ace comes back, except now he's in like
I didn't
Tokyo. Well, I don't think it's Tokyo. Funny enough, I think it's actually in China, because they showed some screenshots, but it was like a real life city. It was like a real picture that they took, except it had like Ace faded onto it, and they had some concept art, and people started calling it Type 1 because like when Square trademarked Type 0, they also trademarked Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. So people were assuming that this was going to be like a next Type 0 game, but then Tabata got busy with 15, and now he's on this Luminous studio, and we'll probably never get it, sadly.
When it comes to that, it sounds a bit like the end of Drakengard.
Yeah, it is very Drakengard-ish in the weird alternate bullshit. It like they didn't explain it at all. Here, look, I'll actually look up some of the screenshots while we're doing this.
Drakengard was much more fucked up though.
What, Dean?
I was saying, Jake, tell your story. Well,
what was my story?
I don't know, man. Listen to your story.
Okay. So, once upon a time, there was a man, and this man was named
Hajime Tabata.
Sure. And Mr. Tabata decided he decided to go on a podcast with 3 other people who he had never really conversed with before. And in this podcast, one man in particular had a dream about an Indian motorbike, but he thought it was a car. And on this motorbike, there seemed to have been some child-drawn graffiti on the side of it as well. So that's such a wonderful and inspiring story. It has honestly moved me in ways that really I can't even express in with words. But if I could, I would have to describe it as exotic, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So,
what like,
You know,
okay, so
Dean
You told me to tell a story.
would have described it as erotic.
Oh, Johnny, we can.
no, Ooh, no.
That word had
Okay.
come to mind.
So here are, sorry about the mouse clicks in the background. Here, I'll post them on the lounge. But here
What are you
is
doing? Oh, this.
here's some of the concept that we got for it's quote unquote type 1. Here, there's one more.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so they get weirder, trust me.
They get weirder.
So this looks like it could be like a legit place somewhere in Asia, right? I mean, it just looks like a regular ass village. That doesn't even look particularly Final Fantasy.
A regular village with a huge.
Look, man, look.
humongous forest.
It's Final Fantasy standards.
It's a regular village, but
Ignoring the hulking fucking like shadow castle in the background. There you got the cherry blossoms.
guys.
What's up?
China confirmed for Kingdom Hearts 3. That's Hollow Bastion in the background.
That's the Legend of the Dragons, please. Excuse you.
Oh yeah, that's right. My
It-
bad.
Actually,
Okay,
I think
so-
that confirms that.
Here-
What's
where's
that movie?
the Switch
Howl's
port?
Moving.
But
How's-
okay.
Howl's
Go ahead.
Moving Castle is confirmed for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Beast's Castle. Okay, so
Have you
here
ever heard of that movie?
I don't think so. No.
It's okay. It's a Studio Ghibli movie, but it was also. It also comes up if you search for Disney movies.
Isn't Studio Ghibli owned by Disney, or they publish their movies in the U.S.? I think something. They have some kind of connection. But okay, so it gets weirder. This is an official picture from type 1 or type next or whatever,
Right.
and that is so when Ace comes back, he comes back as a samurai. That is Ace from that scene faded onto a real life picture of Hong Kong.
Hello.
Oh,
We're just talking about these weird pictures that they revealed for Type 1 or Type Next of Ace faded onto Hong Kong.
Oh, really?
And then this is the ultimate culmination, the weirdest part of all. Oh, I would also like to mention that Type 0 is officially part of the 13 setting, and at the ending of 13, they go to Earth. So, just saying. Here's the final
How
one.
long have they been teasing Type
They're
Next? Like,
connecting
here,
the Final
real quick.
Fantasy game.
Here's the final one. This is, I'm not kidding, a drawn building with a drawn character superimposed onto a real life picture of Hong Kong. I'm not making this up.
okay.
Looks
So
pretty
basically, this is the events. These might be the events leading up to Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
Yes, because as we all know, that does take place in New York, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought no one wants to talk about The Spirits Within.
It's the best movie. What are you talking about? No, I think The Spirits Within is the best rated Final Fantasy movie on Rotten Tomatoes. I think
Yes, it
it's
is.
got better than
But
Kingsglaive
Advent Children nudes.
and Advent Children.
I think that it strays away so much from Final Fantasy that you can't really recognize it.
I guess you could claim that other than the Final Fantasy franchise as a whole, Spirits Within doesn't ruin any one particular game. Whereas you could claim that Advent Children
Yeah.
kind of ruins the ending of 7. And Kingsglaive, well, I mean, Kingsglaive is just Kingsglaive. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have. Is there any...
I mean, I kind of got Nintendo stuff, but just
what's up? Yeah, sure.
Nintendo.
Go for it. Why not?
There's
So we started MogCast, went into Fordcast, now this is Nincast. I don't know.
Nincast. Well, there's the E3 lineup. They revealed their E3 lineup of basically what they're kind of promoting. The first day and a half, I think, is Splatoon, and then
Of course.
immediately after Splatoon, they're giving a buttload of information off of Super Smash Brothers.
Thank God.
And then they also have their normal Treehouse and their normal Nintendo Direct kind of stuff, which will talk about any and everything else that's not Splatoon or Smash related.
I hope they fucking talk about Pokemon for the Switch. I
They
really
probably will. I wouldn't be
Matt
shocked. if they
Kishimoto for Smash Brothers.
Yo, Matt Kishimoto, I remember this is before Dissidia came out, and Ali and I were making a video. And you know how like one of the major complaints that people had about Dissidia before it came out was that it was only 3v3. You couldn't play 1v1. And
Right.
we were talking about how like for a demo that they had done for IGN where Matt Kishimoto was playing, showing it off, he was going 1v1, and Ali was like, no, like they did it, like they had a 1v1 when Matt Kishimoto was playing. I was like, yeah, but like, they got to make it easy mode for Matt Kishimoto. That man embarrassed himself when fighting Titan.
Right.
And they made like a mock-up trailer in E3 that following year.
What do you mean?
Losing?
Basically, there was in E3 2017 during their Square Enix panel or whatever, to poke fun at Matt, they made a trailer about him failing Titan really badly and about him wanting redemption.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, here, look. I'll show you guys this other one because you said that you didn't play the ending of Type Zero. Sorry about all the mouse clicks, guys. I know we moved past this, but just to, because why not? So this was the actual ending of Type Zero. He came back as a literal fucking samurai.
Yeah.
And
I remember
that's
seeing
straight
that.
up. That's straight up. If you look at the one that has his face like faded, it's the same. It's like the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I don't know what the hell they were planning to do with that, but apparently now we're never going to get it because Tabata is a scrub.
Well, I feel
Well,
like that, with
Oh,
fans
Type Next is
kinda-
never going to happen now.
Well, we were talking about how Tabata now has his own studio, but wouldn't it be hilarious if Nomura actually did take over Tabata's team, like how Tabata took over Nomura's team, and then Nomura directed Type 1?
That would be really ironic.
What if everybody
love
took over
that.
everybody's
What if-
department?
What if Type 1 became Final Fantasy 16 as well?
Oh no, that would be hilarious.
Yeah. Well, Final Fantasy VII Remake is looking to become the next Versus 13.
Apparently,
What, 10 years in development?
and all the I made a
Well,
video.
apparently they have to like throw away 2 years worth of work when they cut ties with Cyber Connect 7.
Yeah, and they moved it
they were
something like that, and then they moved it internally to Business Division 1. Who like I don't know what the fuck they've been doing for the past 3 years because we have not seen that game and we have not really heard anything from it. We got like 2 screenshots and that was it. And
Yeah.
Nomura has been focusing on Kingdom Hearts 3, and I swear every fucking time that we hear about FF7, it's that they're asking for new employees. Like you hear about that every fucking month. They're like, oh, we're looking for a new staff for the FF7 remake. It's like either they're firing people left and right or they're going to make this game huge, which is actually something I did forget to bring that up, that they mentioned about FF7, that they wanted it to exceed the original.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I think, I'm assuming both in terms of quality and sales.
I don't remember. Did they confirm that they were going to do different discs too?
Like
different parts.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like multiple games. Like I guess you could look at it
Like
like the
13.
13. Yeah, the 13 trilogy.
Okay.
And originally Versus.
Unless, of course, you get the Xbox version, then it's going to be multiple parts in multiple discs. Let me stop.
Yeah.
Let me stop. Because 13 on the Xbox was... I wonder, how many discs was it on the Xbox 360 for all the 13 trilogy?
I think it was just 3 for the 3 for 13 and then probably 1 for the next 2.
Really? Were they that small by comparison? Huh.
Because they basically made the first one. They probably put a lot of effort into 13. And then when it came to 13 Part 2, they probably cut it down a lot in size. And you can actually see how...
The reason for that was... I was just going to say reasons for that was mainly because they reused a lot of assets, so they didn't need to restart. I don't think that the game probably is smaller, in general, but I don't know.
Yeah, they actually reused a lot of assets within the game by the looks of it. They probably... Because there's a lot of times when you revisit a place, it's just at a different time of day, so they probably just
time of time, just in general.
Yeah.
Just a different time, because 13 too.
Yeah, and then for Lightning Returns, well, they basically scrapped what we already had and did something completely different. Yeah, for that one, I feel like the quality in graphics just took a drop.
You think so?
That's just my opinion. Like,
I feel like they weren't as polished as the original 13. Like they could never reach, they never like did reach that level again within the 13 trilogy. And I don't know if it was just because like they knew that their games would sell less, or they just like already had the assets, so they weren't really trying. I don't know.
How much is Dissidia now?
What's up?
How much is it for PS4?
Base game? I mean, you could I don't know. When did it come out? It came out like the end.
February. This year it came out in February.
You could probably get it for like $50 or something, but the season pass is still $30, which
so 80 total.
I mentioned this,
and
every
also Dissidia is only for PS4.
That's fine.
Yeah, well, and arcade.
Yeah.
Let me know when the Switch port comes out, and I'll get it then.
But where's the Switch port?
Yeah, my little brother does have a PS4, so I'll probably just like rip it off him.
I should call the episode, but where's the Switch port? And then it'll be it'll be but where's the Switch port is the name of the episode, and then Fortcast
Fortnite for the do it.
People are gonna be so confused.
Yeah. Yeah, but where's the Switch port for Final Fantasy 15 though?
Switch port for FF7?
Pocket Edition? I don't know, man. Because there was an interview with Nomura back in the day where he was like, if it can run DirectX 11, we'll port it.
Hey.
Sure, but that didn't happen at all. It took him like a year and a half to port it to PC, and it's not going to come to the Switch. So,
you know, the one thing that I've always been asking is where is the Switch port for Final Fantasy Mystic Quest?
I mean, a virtual console, man, whenever they add it.
Did you mean Game & Watch? This isn't Kingdom Hearts, or is it?
I mean,
what
at
is
this
this,
point,
a crossover episode?
It all blends together. Cloud's and Smash. Smash is Nintendo. Nintendo's the Switch. Cloud, now Kingdom, Cloud is also in Final Fantasy, but he's in Kingdom Hearts as a result of being in Final Fantasy, but Kingdom Hearts now has Game & Watch, so it comes full circle. Throw Fortnite somewhere in there, we're good.
We're good.
What is this, a crossover episode?
It blends perfectly. Game & Watch will enter Kingdom Hearts, Disney, and Square riding an Indian motorcycle.
Oh no. That's actually one of the mini games. It's the fastest Indian.
Wait, guys, have you seen like all those memes where someone will say Infinity War is like the most ambitious crossover of all time?
Oh,
like something
yeah.
else.
Then we just bring this up.
Literally, if you think about it.
My favorite one of those memes is the Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Has there been a Kingdom Hearts one yet? I'm sure there has.
I'm pretty sure there has been. I didn't make it.
Final thoughts. Most tragic death in Infinity War. Go.
Professor X.
Flash.
Batman.
Naruto.
Naruto.
Vegeta's death was really heart-wrenching.
Oh yeah, that was a deep one, man. I don't even really care much for the character.
I hated the part too where Princess Peach decided to go rogue and teamed up with
which was it's kind of weird because she was
from Sonic.
She was voiced by Jen Taylor, but Cortana was also at this point we're going into fucking Ready Player One, like honestly.
Oh my god. So how was Infinity War?
Really
it was great, especially when they added in all the video game cameos.
Yeah, that was a really fucking interesting, bold move. Okay, we should.
It was really weird seeing Ruby Rose.
God, we should probably wrap this up.
What's up? I just want to say that I found it hilarious when Pac-Man came in.
Yeah, I thought Smash would be his biggest break.
Debut.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough MogCast for this month. Next month we're actually going to be having our E3 predictions video, and then we might even have like a special MogCast after E3, like an in between month one. Even though they're usually at the beginning of the month, I might have like an in between one. This has been your host Dean. Hopefully you enjoyed this Game & Watch Fortnite Switch cast, Kingdom Hearts extravaganza, and I'll see you guys next month.
So this is from ESO, and hope you enjoy this weird crossover event. Hope you enjoy the podcast. See ya.
I'm Planetwalk. I would say that I will see you in the next MogCast, but I don't think I will. I don't know. But anyway, between you and me, thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of MogCast, especially featuring my Crimson Chin. And that's That's about all I got to say. Real quick, just be safe on the Indian motorcycles. That's pretty important.
I mean, that it goes without saying at this point.
Yes.
Right.
Buckle up.
Every day,
Don't
over
text and
1,000
drive,
people
bro.
die on Indian motorcycles.
Raise awareness.
Stop.
Only
it.
you
Get
could
some
be
help.
the world best.
Only you can.
Okay.
Every day,
So
someone has a dream about an Indian motorcycle car.
and the Dream Eaters. Oh, it all ties back. The song
It all ties to Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, just
Conspiracy.
Cue the outro song. We'll see you guys.
Okay. Here we
Yep.
go.
Bye.